With what a childish and short-sighted sense fear seeks for safety, recons of the days of danger and escape, the hours and ways of death. It breathless flies the pestilence. It walls itself in towers of defense. By land, by sea, against the storm it lays down barriers. Then comforted, it says, "This spot, this hour is safe." Oh, vain pretense! Man born of man knows nothing when he goes. The winds blow where they list and will disclose to no man which brings safety, which brings risk. The mighty are brought low by many a thing, too small to name. Beneath the daisy's disk lies hid the pebble for the fatal sling. Not once in our days of poignant love did I a single instant give to thee, my undivided being wholly free. Not all thy potent passion could remove the barrier that loomed between to prove the full supreme surrendering of me. Oh, I was beaten, helplessly, utterly, against the shadow fact which I strove. For when a cruel power forced me to face the truth which poisoned our illicit wine, that even I was faithless to my race, bleeding beneath the iron hand of thine, our union seemed a monstrous thing and base. I was an outcast from thy world and mine. Adventure seasoned and storm buffeted, I shun all signs of anchorage, because the zest of life exceeds the bounds of laws. New gales of tropic fury around my head break, lashing me through hours of soulful dread. But when the terror thins and spent withdraws, leaving me wondering a while, I pause. But soon again the risky ways I tread, no rigid road for me, no peace, no rest, while molten elements run through my blood, and beauty-burning bodies manifest their warm, heart-melting motions to be wooed, and passion boldly rising in my breast, like rivers of the spring, let loose its flood. The old moon is tarnished with smoke of the flood. The dead leaves are varnished with color like blood. A treacherous smiler with teeth white as milk, a savage beguiler with sheaths of silk. The sea creeps to pillage, she lays on her prey. A child of the village was murdered today. She came up to meet him in a smooth golden cloak. She choked him and beat him to death for a joke. Her bright locks were tangled, she shouted for joy. With one hand she strangled a strong little boy. Now in silence she lingers beside him all night, to wash her long fingers in silvery light. Darkness crumbles away. It is the same old druid time as ever. Only a live thing leaps my hand, a queer sardonic rat, as I pull the parapet's poppy to stick behind my ear. Droll rat, they would shoot you if they knew your cosmopolitan sympathies. Now you have touched this English hand, you will do the same to a German soon, no doubt, if it be your pleasure to cross the sleeping green between. It seems you inwardly grin as you pass. Strong eyes, fine limbs, haughty athletes, less chance than you for life. Bonds to the winds of murder, sprawled in the bowels of the earth. The torn fields of France, what do you see in our eyes? At the shrieking iron and flame, hurled through still heavens. What quaver, what heart aghast? Poppies whose roots are in men's veins drop, and are ever dropping. But mine in my ear is safe, just a little white with the dust. To and fro, in my little boat I go, sailing far across the sea, all alone, just little me. And the sea is big and strong, and the journey very long. To and fro, in my little boat I go. Sea and sky, quietly on the deck I lie, having just a little rest. I have really done my best in an awful pirate fight, but we captured them all right. Sea and sky, quietly on deck I lie. Far away, from my home and from my play, on a journey without end, only with the sea for friend, and the fishes in the sea, but they swim away from me. Far away, from my home and from my play. Then he cried, "Oh, mother dear," and he woke and sat upright. They were in the rocking chair, mother's arms around him tight. Brothers, let us glorify freedom's twilight, the great darkening year. Into the seething waters of the night, heavy force of nets disappear. O sun, judge, people, your light is rising over somber years. Let us glorify the deadly weight the people's leader lifts with tears. Let us glorify the dark burden of fate, power's unbearable yoke of fears. How your ship is sinking straight, he who has a heart time hears. We have bound swallows into battle legions, and we cannot see the sun. Nature's boughs are living, twittering, moving totally through the nets, the thick twilight now. We cannot see the sun, and the earth floats free. Let us try a huge, clumsy turn then of the crackling helm, and see. Earth floats free. Take heart, O men, slicing like a plow through the sea. Earth to us, we know, even in Lethe's icy fin, has been worth a dozen heavens' eternity. Hello, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. My goal is to post at least 2 times a week, including more of a backstory and content of patient number 33. Also, as the channel grows, I plan on adding more content that'll get you all involved as well. So again, thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.